guys, and welcome to Thursday. Feels like a Friday for me, so I am using my celebration mug because celebration glass, celebration bucket, my pretty celebration glass. What an incredible couple of days. Holy moly, Batman. I have been a little numb today, and not in a bad way. Hello, Linda. Lovely to see you this afternoon. Not in a bad way at all. It has been an incredible couple of days. In fact, I want to bottle the last couple of days and keep it. I don't want to miss riding this wave. Oh, Priscilla, lovely to see you. The last couple of days, I talked about the fact that yesterday we were having the Purple Code 10-year anniversary, and it's just been the most delightful, affirming, positive experience that I could have hoped for. Everything went so well, except I forgot to take photos. I was so engrossed in the moment and serving the people in the room and connecting with the people in the room. I just was not thinking at all about social media. And you know what? I'm actually really proud that that was what went on for me, because it meant that I was present, I was in the moment, and I have been able to now walk away from this great experience that I've had. No book of evidence could be big enough for me to write down and express my gratitude, my humility, the delight and surprise of my team and of the people around me. So that was just incredible. Jenny Brockers gifted her time and came and spoke to us and shared with us about being health professionals, but preparing ourselves for the future for being health professionals, and how we're going to relate to all the artificial intelligence that's coming in. And she gave us a great acronym to use for the word care. And then she also talked about things like smart toilets, which really did burn my brain. But you know what? If they're going to do what she is suggesting that they're going to be doing, then look out. We have got some amazing technology advances coming in the world. But you know what? I still meet people who need to eat right, sleep well, get exercise, and drink enough water. All the artificial intelligence in the world isn't going to take away from the fact that we still need humans working with humans. That's a part of the JoJo rant that will be coming to you soon. I am very dry today. I have been exhausted. I've had 2 incredibly full days, and last night was a little later than I'm used to, so I have only worked half a day today. I didn't know if I was going to be awake and available to do this live this afternoon. So we had some great presentations. We had a client that's been a long-term client of Purple Co share his story with the people in the room, and that, as I knew it would, has been an incredibly powerful story for people to hear. It's really rare for a lot of our customers to see the results of the work that they're involved in. It's really rare for people who sit inside big insurance companies or regulators to find out the human impact that their decisions have. So having Jim come along last night and being so willing to share his story. So he's got a 10-year journey. We haven't been providing him services for 10 years, but he has come back to us over the time. And just being able to understand how decisions that were made around his care and his work and what that has meant for him. And he attributes a return to faith. And not only was he assisted with our services, but it's had a massive impact on his kids. And that I nearly fell apart then when he said that, because you have possibly heard me talk a lot in the past about we don't just change a life at a time. For every life we change, we are changing potentially a relationship. With every relationship, a family unit. With every family unit, a community. With every community, a city. Every city, a state. Every state, a nation. But we need to start with individuals and help them know who they are and how they're going to participate in this world. So I'm just sitting there in my dream space last night. None of that had been scripted. He'd been asked if he'd like to speak for 10 minutes and could I interview him. I gave him a list of 4 questions so he could prepare, because that's a kind thing to do. And the way Jenny spoke and the things I got to share about, it was just all went so incredibly well. We went out for a team dinner afterwards, which was a great opportunity to spend time just enjoying each other's company with the team. And in the past, I have been so quick to gloss over, jump over, ignore, denigrate these types of milestones in my life. And I'm really, really grateful for all the work I've done over the past 10 years to actually go, hang on a minute, this is an opportunity to celebrate. And that's not me being selfish or indulgent or narcissistic or egotistical. That's actually me saying, look at what we have done. Because any of us who are working with people, even if we are in a solo practice, it's not about us. We don't do this work to make it about us. Nobody goes into a health sciences degree or a mental health degree or a behavioral sciences degree and thinks this is all about me. We act like that for a fair amount of the time, but it's so lovely to be able to reflect back on the lives that you've changed and the people that you have had some influence with, and especially when there's so much passion and enthusiasm for what you do in the room. Sometimes the work that we do feels so thankless and we feel like we are the meat in the sandwich and we're resource poor and need rich, and there's all these competing demands all the time. You know, people would rather spend their therapy money on going and getting a mani-pedi, or people would rather spend their therapy money on going and having a cruise, which is not a bad thing. But when we can see the value that we bring and the change that's available that's just not being taken up, it makes us sad and our hearts hurt. So being able to share our passion and share our just love of life with people is just incredible. And I'm still in awe of the kind words of the people who came, of all the hugs in the room, of the words that were spoken, and the way that my team rallied around me. And I just, the people on my team are just incredible. It just helped me understand so much that I'm not alone, and I can get better at leaning on the people who have decided to come with me. I'm not pulling anyone. I'm not manipulating anyone. I'm not forcing anyone. We are doing this together because we choose to. And I think this has really given me new eyes to look for the next 10 years. I still got 10 years in me. I got 20 years in me. So I'm looking forward to seeing what happens when I get to celebrate 20 years. You know what? I think we're going to celebrate at 15. Jill Johnson Young suggested that today. I actually think she's a wise woman. She's got some wisdom on her, that girl. We'll listen to what she has to say. So I just wanted to pop in and share it with you. I am madly trying to get in touch with people who had their smartphones out in the room last night so I can get some images to share. I did get the event recorded, so I am looking forward to being able to share some highlights of the event, as in video recorded. But I'm assuming that won't happen today, because if it did, then those guys are awesome and that would be phenomenal. But that's an expectation that I haven't got. So let's deal with that and see what they get to us next week. Goodness me, I think I'm done for today, to be honest. I am staring at my emails going, I just don't know where to start. I am staring at my book of Awesome going, I just don't know where to start. I've had to come back and I've got a report I need to proofread. I've got my license I need to renew. I actually don't care about any of that today. I don't want to do any of that today. I'm just going to enjoy what it was that has been the last couple of days, be inspired by the people that are around me and encouraging me, and just ride the wave of this delight. So I am looking forward to coming to you tomorrow afternoon. I hope that my head will be a little bit more together. Then maybe I'll have some images to share with you tomorrow, which could be pretty cool as well. Until then, go be your awesome self, because what we do really matters.